Good morning. How una nice now? Shey you see higher knowledge no be something wey dey use play at all. Higher knowledge no be something wey dey use play. And see spirituality, spirituality e go far gan. E just be the way I take talk say na woven thread wey be sey if you just see small just comot, if you draw am small you go see sey e go go. You go still dey draw am, you go see sey e dey go, e no dey get ending. Because as humans we are not created to see the ending of it. E be things wey dey really sup for dis life but you no go understand. You see I dey always talk about the occultic system ba, yes occultic system dey. They are real, fucking real. And the truth is that this life is yin and yang for it to be balanced. Even in those occultic society, they are not all bad. There are some good ones among them. But their ratio is low compared to the bad ones. Because as bad people dey for good places, and so good people dey for bad places too. And as situation na make some people do wetin they do. Some people no be say they wan join, but they see say the odds were stacked against them 100-1, 1000-1. So they feel like if you can't beat them, then join them. You see, people like me, people like us, we no wan join them, we dey hope say na to beat them na be the main aim of the game. We no really plenty because some people don already succumb to the game because of what they want, because of life, because of the things that they want, because of listening to other people's word, because of want to make their family proud, because they want their kids to have a good life, because they want to enjoy the best things of life. They've switched to the dark side, to the other side. You see, the likes of those ones are praying that we do what they are not able to do. Grab. I don't really have much to say this morning though, because I'm still going to make a full video later. But what I really want to say is that it's just a little story, a small story. A father gave birth to two sons. No, I won't say two sons, there are more than two actually. But the father was a spiritual being, a being of light. So he gave birth to two sons. The first was Igi, the second was Aga. Igi was the senior, Aga was the junior one. So Igi took in his father's footsteps. Although they were also in the occultic society, make no mistake. The father was also in the occultic system, in the occultic society. Igi was also in the occultic society, but he was much on the light side. But Aga, in the other way, he was much on the darker side. You understand? And he's always been bloodlust for power. He always wants power, control, respect, everything. That's what he actually wanted. So before the father died, before the father died, there was a war, a blown out war between Igi and Aga as to who will become the heir to rule when the father is gone. You feel me? As to who will become the heir when the father is gone. So Igi and Aga, they were into this war, but Aga, he was much on the dark side. So he has more support. Many people want him to win. They want make him win. They want make him finish his senior brother Aga so that he go fit take over the throne. But as the universe may want it, Aga actually won. And to make sure that, because normally if you are to follow it traditionally, the heir to the throne is Igi. Make no mistake, the heir to the throne is Igi, but Aga just wants to take his senior brother out of the way. So, and to do that, he has to kill everyone in Aga's bloodline to make sure that no one will be coming back to claim the throne. You understand me? So when they killed when they killed Igi, his energy, his essence, his potent essence was used by Igi and by Aga and his people to manipulate things, to do a lot of things. But and they killed everybody in his bloodline, make no mistake. But one thing that I did not figure out was that Igi actually has a son. Igi actually has a son that no one knows about. He kept the son a secret. So the only person that know about the son was Igi and his father. But Aga did not know about the son. So when they've already finished Igi and his bloodline without knowing about the son, then later on they now found out about the son. But the thing is that, let me just say it the way it is. They haven't found out about the son actually, but the Igi and Aga's father, he died. So the next person to climb on the throne was Aga. And when he was about to ascend the throne, they told him that you were not the next in line for this throne. So he was like, no, that's a lie. I am the next in line for this throne. It was supposed to be my senior brother's turn, but my senior brother is dead. So I am the next in line for this throne. So when he said that, they were like, no, you are not. Your senior brother has an heir, and that was whom your father, which is Igi and Aga's father, that was whom your father left the throne to. They're not like, wait, what son? From where? How? So that was how they found out about the son. But the child was still a little child. He's not even up to 2 years old. So they picked a plan that in order for him to be able to rule, then he will take custody of the child, which is Igi's child. That he will take custody of the child and he will be taking care of the child. And he told him that once the child is 25 years, the child can come to claim his rightful place on the throne. That the child will come to take his rightful place on the throne. That no one will be able to stop the child by then. So he felt like, yes, no problem, I can do that. Then I'll take custody of the child. So when the child was still small, they tried all their possible best to make sure that they programmed the child to be an anomaly, or to present his character as someone unstable. They make sure that they train the child how to drink, how to smoke, not directly, but indirectly. They train the child how to drink, how to smoke, to make the child do some nasty stuff so that they can get it on camera and say this child this one cannot do this one cannot do that. When the child started growing, they started bringing up court cases because they started going. Now the father left, not just the throne that they left to the child, they left some properties to the child also, that only the child can go to court and take and make withdrawal of. But they know that once the child knows about one possession, the child will know about the rest. So they felt that it would be best to keep everything a secret from the child. So they went and find someone that looked exactly like the child, and they brought the child and the other person together. So they became friends and they started being like brothers. So they lived for some years. After living for some years, they went apart. So immediately they went apart, the other guy started, because he now has the child's essence. So he now went and started living as the child. So whenever they have a spiritual case, whenever they have court, that child will go to the court and tell them that he's siding with the family to do whatever they wish, without knowing that the main heir to the throne, the main heir to the possession wasn't even there. It was just a proxy, it was a fake person that they brought to the court. So they were scamming the justice system. They did that. That went on for a long, long time. But now the child is now starting to grow up. The child started knowing things, started having visions, started having psychic readings, started having a lot of things, because it was all part of the inheritance, and also this part of the spiritual gifts that he has. So the child started asking questions. Who am I? Where am I from? What's this? What's that? Started asking the parents, the people that he stayed, which is Aga and his wife. But they will always tell him that no, he's just being this, just being dramatic, he's just being that. So they always present Igi's child to the court as someone who is mentally unstable because he drinks and smokes. So until he stopped it, that was when the picture they painted about him started falling apart, because people would be like, you see, this guy is this. But how come he's not doing this? That is when they started to see him for who he actually was, and to see that the family was actually lying about him. They never wanted him to get a hold of his birthright. All they ever wanted was control over his life, to make sure that he's useless and he never has anything for himself. To make sure that he always comes to them for help, so that they can always see that they were the one helping him, that he can never do anything by himself. To see that he was a loser, that everything he gets is just to use it to hide, shayo, do this, do that, to lie against his innocent name. But they forgot that one person is watching, that the greatest monster is watching, and the family that left the inheritance to, and the ancestors that left the inheritance to the boy know what they did. But they were just waiting in silence, just waiting in peace. If not that, they said if the child, they would have killed him when he was a little kid, but because of the energy he possesses, and because of they have to keep custody of him until the rightful age, that was why they kept him. So they tried everything in their power before he gets to that age, to make sure that he commits suicide or something bad happens to him, so they can say it was an accident. But it was never an accident. They were always trying to bring him down. Life is dark, people are mad. Life is just somehow, life is fucked up. Life is fucked up. They put the child in forced relationship, forced spiritual marriage, forced relationship, everything, just to make sure that he doesn't get what he rightfully is. But the universe is always looking and is always displeased with what they are doing, and they don't know that the universe is bringing the child he is. When the universe is ready to take control, the universe takes control with no fucking damn thing no one can fucking do about it. It's the universe, god damn it, it's the universe. They do what the fuck they wanted to do. The story about the guy is an history, is a story. It's me, it's you, it's many people that we don't even know. But I know that sometimes that we used to think that maybe this life is not for us. Man, this life is exactly for us, but they are just making sure we feel pressurized to leave it for them. Because even though you commit suicide, your energy will still be down here, and they'll be siphoning it for themselves, for their pleasures. They learned how to manipulate, to extract, and to do many things to siphon energy from many people that they want. But you have the power to choose what you want. And it is one of two things. Do you want to be a victim, or do you want to be a victor? You can't be both. You can't be claiming you're a victim and still claiming to be a victor. If you want to be a victim, then you can't have the victor's mindset. If you want to be a victor, then you can't have the victim's mindset. And being a victor, you have to choose yourself every day that, oh, I'm enough, I'm good, and nothing bad is going to happen to me. I'm a victor. Believe that they can't evict you. They can't evict you. things are gonna get better. Like I always say, it can only get better from here. I've had my own share of bad things, bad days, bad months, bad week, bad year, bad decade. I have. Actually, I have. Believe me, I have. I know what I'm saying. I have. So when you see me shining, please don't hate. And if you wanna hate, take your bait. Like I don't even care anymore. Like do what you want to do. Do what you wanna do. Because I don't even care anymore. I don't care. You see, the only person I care about, you're looking at him. The only person I care about, you're looking at him. It's me. The only person's opinion that I care about, it's me. Me. The only opinion of the person I care about is me. I don't care about yours. I don't care. You might have heard a lot of stuffs about me. I don't care. You think I care? You think I fucking care? I don't. Actually, I don't. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't. I used to. And it's brought me down in many ways than I can count. But now, how fuck. I'll be more than happy for some people to even regret ever even meeting myself because now the nice guy is gone. He's down for absolute, absolute takeover. You can't tell wetin you want tell me, wetin you want tell me wey this year never hear before. Think say na play play, say na play play. No, omo, if you want to go far in this life, you have to be ruthless. Do what you want to do. Fuck everybody else. Have a nice day.